and welcome to another episode of BZG's Talking Shit. My name is Barrett Courtney. As always, I am your host, and here joined with me today is one of the greatest co-hosts and even better friends of all time, Henry Montiero. What's up, Henry? How you doing today? And today we have a guest. This whole week for Talking Shit, we have a guest. The wannabe Bruno Mars, Daniel Fielding. What's up, Daniel? How you doing today?
That title is never going to get old.
No?
I'm doing good, yeah.
Yeah, you're doing all right?
Yeah.
If you don't know what we do here at Talking Shit, one of us brings in a topic of conversation, and then we talk some shit about that topic. And today, the person bringing the topic today
The flame.
The flame, the fire.
The midnight desire.
is our guest,
Word.
Daniel Fielding.
We got bars. Hi. So,
Daniel, what is your topic today?
we're going to talk about superhero fatigue. I don't know if anybody's heard that phrase before.
So, like, when you go into the military and you wear, like, a Batman suit?
No. Oh, you and your puns. I hate you. No.
Oh.
It is the idea, the movement,
Superhero movement.
I don't know. The feeling that we're getting kind of tired of superheroes. I know that's kind of, and coming from me, that's kind of weird because I'm a kid and I love, Spider-Man's my favorite superhero. I love Marvel. I mean, I love Men in Tights.
So you like Robin Hood?
Yeah. There's a
really
certain
love that
feeling
movie.
with all of the movies coming out,
I've never seen it.
all the movies that have come out and all the movies that are coming out from Marvel and DC. There's just, we're kind of going to get overwhelmed. Barrett has mentioned, other people have mentioned that superhero movies are becoming the next Westerns, where there's just so many of them that there's no longer going to be a market for them at some point. And even with comics, I've always read, I haven't always read, but I've been getting back into Marvel comics, buying a lot of them, reading a lot of them.
And I've been getting back into comics.
Every once in a while, I realize it's so refreshing to pick up a Dark Knight comic or an Image comic and read
You mean
something.
Dark Horse?
Dark
You
Knight.
like Batman?
Dark Horse comic, Image comic, and read something that isn't, people in tights, superheroes fighting. Like, when you pick up an Image comic, you're reading something that's different and weird.
Usually weird
and
sci-fi.
Weird sci-fi. You still have like powers and stuff, but it doesn't have the superhero vibe, and it's really nice actually. And so we're here to discuss, do you think that the superhero fatigue is real? Is it a real thing, or are we just imagining things? And
No,
do you think that
Continue, sorry.
and do you think Image comics and other comic lines that aren't, totally superhero based will start to rise up in popularity?
I don't think they will. I'm just going to say that.
I'm going to point something out.
What?
So at my house, I have my dad bought two, do you know the company Taschen? Or however that's pronounced.
No.
They're this book company that puts out these, like, art book collections.
Yeah.
So it's like all of these very nice, like, laid out books about this. And my dad has their collection of DC and Marvel, both of which are 75-year anniversary editions.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
So if comics have been around, if Marvel just passed 75 years as a business, and DC passed that years ago, I don't think we're going to get fatigued by it. Like, the only times I can think where we've had superhero fatigue was during World War II, because everyone was off in the war fighting Hitler.
Yep.
Actual fighting, not like comic books.
And maybe the 90s, because of the Dark Age, burned everyone out in the consumer bubble.
Yeah. With comics, I don't think there's ever going to be a fatigue. I think there's always going to be a market for comic book readers, whether it's the superhero thing or whether it's the Image sort of
Weird
form.
sci-fi stuff.
It's interesting. I really want to start reading Sex Criminals, which is about a couple that find out that they freeze time when they have sex.
That's the kind of stuff that is really cool and refreshing.
It's unique.
It's by Matt Fraction, the guy who did the great Hawkeye series.
Oh, I did not know
Look
that.
at
So now even more incentive to go read it. When it comes to comics, I don't think there's a fatigue. When it comes to the superhero movies, though, I think we're near that point where we're gonna stop giving a fuck at one point, and I think the ending of that is going to be
Infinity War?
I think it's going to be Infinity War. I think no one is going to care after Infinity War.
Yeah,
Maybe
'cause-
even before that, because it's not only Marvel we're talking about here. You got like the
DC.
tens of fucking movies that are coming out even before Infinity War. You got
Right.
the Superman, Batman v Superman. You've got
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad. You have
All the Marvel movies.
Batman v Superman Part 2. No, the Justice League Part 1 and Part 2. You've got the Batman solo films coming out. You've got Man of Steel 2 at one point. You've got Wonder Woman. You've got Aquaman. There's just so many things coming out.
I just want a Martian Manhunter movie before this all blows up. Because I love Martian Manhunter.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my dad really likes Martian Manhunter as well. But I could be very wrong.
I just think that, like, there's some evidence that the superhero train is unstoppable. Seeing as how we blasted through, like, stuff like Catwoman or Daredevil, that, like, stopped things.
Yeah.
Like, things paused for a second. It was like, we have to think about this for a second.
Yeah. Like, Man of Steel sucked. But at least it's not at that level of Catwoman and Daredevil.
Yeah.
Although, I think some of the writing decisions in Avengers Age of Ultron was almost at that level.
That's what I was going to bring up. Like, you say that it's an unstoppable force, but yet Avengers Age of Ultron
did not do nearly as well.
As people thought it would. Even though if Avengers Age of Ultron
Disney
had come
was
out,
planning Disney was planning on it doing better than the first one.
Yeah. But even that high production, lots of money, I mean, we still had the guts to say, nah, it wasn't that good.
Yeah.
So...
Because it wasn't.
And especially, like, they're starting to become a little too confident with all of these obscure titles, like Ant-Man. Guardians was like a shot in the dark, and it was a hit. And that's not even because of the name or because it was obscure. It's because you had a fantastic team working on it. You had James Gunn. You had the woman who wrote the original.
Tim Gunn again.
Chris Pratt, that sexy beast.
Chris Pratt's unstoppable.
Yeah,
Think about this.
The Chris Pratt train is unstoppable.
Think about this. The goofiest character on Parks and Rec is now a genuine action hero.
Exactly. That's fucking weird. That is so weird.
It's like, imagine if, like, you went to see an action movie, and the main character was Ty Burrell from Modern Family.
Yeah, that would be fucking weird.
It's just like, when did this happen?
Yeah.
Was the Lego movie that good? Well, yes, it was. But
It was that good.
I love that movie.
And I also think it's just good fortune coming to him just because I think he's genuinely a nice guy.
Yeah,
so I think people who work in Hollywood meet him and they're like, I like that. I like him. He's a genuine person. I want to work with him. So, but anyway, this isn't about Chris Pratt.
It's always a little about Chris Pratt.
It is. It is always a little bit about Chris Pratt.
But it's just like, so it's like Guardians was a shot in the dark. And
Yeah,
so
and
now
it was like a one-hit wonder sort of moment where Guardians was going to be awesome, and then everything that tried to be Guardians was going to suck.
like Avengers 2.
Like Avengers 2, but even a better example, Fight Club came out, and Fight Club was fucking awesome, and every movie that tried to copy Fight Club sucked. So you just gotta have, like, that good team, and, like, Ant-Man was sort of its own thing. Like, yeah, I was trying to be goofy like Guardians,
right.
But it was more restrained.
It was more restrained, and you had you had, like, 3/4 of the perfect fucking team, and then they got rid of Edgar Wright. Which is interesting. I just want to bring up this. Have you guys been reading that Marvel Studios is separated from Marvel? So Marvel Studio. How I'm gonna line this up all nice and neat for you. At the top we have Disney.
Right. Disney owns everything. They own the world.
They own the world.
They even own Epic Rap Battles now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, really?
They do. Disney owns Epic Rap Battles.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
All right.
How weird
anyway,
is that?
Disney, and then you have Marvel, all of Marvel, movie, corporate, comics, whatever. So you have Marvel, and then Marvel Studios was inside of that. So apparently the head of Marvel was the reason a lot of budgets got cut, the reason apparently why Edgar Wright left Ant-Man, and was a main reason for Chris...
Farley.
They have 3 of them. They've got Pratt, Hemsworth, and Evans. There you go. Chris Evans was thinking of leaving, but now that Marvel Studios has separated, Chris Evans wants to stay.
Yeah.
Because of this guy, they don't have to answer to this guy anymore. Marvel Studios now directly reports to Disney. So I just want to, shout that out.
So now they have all of the Disney.
Interesting.
They have all the Disney budget, and they also have more room to do what they actually want, which is interesting. I'm very interested to see what changes in the quality of these movies, because I feel like a lot of these movies, and by the time you're watching this,
Black Panther will be out. This is a delayed episode.
by the time you're watching this, 5 superhero movies will already be out
And announced.
By the time you watch this, our top 10 BCG comic book movies of all time will be released. And you know that number 1 is Captain America 2, The Winter Soldier, and number 3 is Guardians of the Galaxy. Those are the best, by fucking far, of any of those series. Well,
Right.
and I think the third Marvel movie we have there is Iron Man. I think it's in like 7. I think it's like number 7 or number 8.
It's a good movie, but it's still much more of a standalone piece.
Iron Man? Yeah, it was just, it's something that kickstarted the whole thing, and it was
Gotta
just,
pay
it was,
respects to the original.
but also it was just a great standalone movie. That was so fucking, that was,
Yeah.
And
It was
Tom
great.
Morello was in it.
really?
Yeah, he's a cameo.
Really? I didn't know that.
How weird is that?
That is really weird. So
He loves
those
Iron
3 movies stand out by far, and then everything else, for me at least, is sort of average. Avengers was alright. It had really great moments, really funny moments, but as a story, as a movie, I thought it was really, really fucking boring. Especially when there's a fight scene for an hour and 10 minutes. I'm
the
not
last one?
exaggerating. Yeah, the whole city battle, it's an hour.
Jesus.
Fucking ridiculous.
Like,
And then, like, I really enjoy Cap 1. I don't think Cap 1 made it to our top 10, but I really enjoy that one.
no, it was
But
like
it's-
number 11.
Yeah, it was like
But I love that movie.
But it's still, like, as much as I love that movie and how, what they did with it, it's still a step down from the 3 other movies, you know? Avengers 2 was, I think, by far Marvel's worst.
More than Iron Man 2?
Oh, shit, I forgot about that.
We all do.
More than Thor 2?
Thor is not that bad.
Thor's
it's just
not bad,
A
it's
little
just-
weird.
It's a lot.
Thor, the problem with
If
Thor
you think
is
that's weird,
Thor
Doctor
is supposed
Strange
to...
is gonna like.
Thor is supposed to be grand, and this whole, like, Asgard thing is supposed to be grand.
Yeah.
You don't get that feeling of grandeur when you put your fucking hero in a tiny desert.
Yeah.
In a tiny town in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, you get Kenneth Branagh to
Montana.
direct
I don't
your
even know.
movie.
Nebraska, Montana.
Kenneth Branagh is actually up to direct
Was it Artemis
the
Fowl?
Artemis Fowl books.
Have you ever read those?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been a fan of Artemis Fowl.
So Kenneth Branagh, he's famous for directing Thor. He's also
Hamlet.
directed Hamlet,
The
and
4-hour version Mr. Kim made us watch.
and also he is probably most well known for his role as Gilderoy Lockhart in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
yes.
I really enjoy. He's a phenomenal actor.
He's a phenomenal actor. That's why he always does Shakespeare, because he's
Yeah.
good at it.
And I do like him as a director. But again, here's the thing. It's interesting about, like, the relationship between directors and Marvel Studios is, like, directors will get to have say and stuff, but I feel like Marvel always, like, the producers and stuff always come back to him and say, like, you need to do this, 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 and this. So that might have been what happened with him. I think that's definitely what happened with Joss Whedon for Avengers 2.
They all have to follow the Iron Man kind of directing. Like, they can have variations on it, like James Gunn and his weirdness.
Yeah.
Kenneth Branagh.
I think they just let James Gunn do whatever the fuck they want because they had no expectations for that property.
Hey, hey, what's the matter?
God,
I
I gotta
think
watch that movie. That movie's so
You bring up
fucking
a
good.
good point. Like, if people get tired out by the time Infinity War comes out, that's why Marvel has the Inhumans as, like, the last part of Phase 3, because that's hopefully going to revitalize.
I don't have any faith
people's
in the
hopes.
fucking Inhumans. I don't. Because here's the fucking thing. They're already leading up to it. So Inhumans doesn't come out until 2018.
Right.
They're already leading up to it in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They're already talking about Inhumans.
Huh.
And
I
they're
haven't been
gonna
watching any of the
and
TV
this is the
shows,
thing that
so.
fucks with my head about this movie, is that you're going to talk about Inhumans for the next 3 years until this movie comes out. So is that going to fuck over people who haven't watched the movie? Or the TV show? Or is it totally going to bring out new characters in the movie that the people who watch and dedicated to the show don't know or care about because they haven't been developed in this TV show?
Right.
You're in the middle of a rock and a hard place, as they say.
I want to point something out. So we're talking about the superhero movie fatigue.
Yes.
But we have to think about the one thing where everyone is unanimously positive about it. The Marvel Netflix shows so far, because we all love Daredevil.
Well, Daredevil was a really great start, and that might be my TV show of the year. But
So
Does
I'm
that play into your fatigue? Like, do TV shows?
I don't think, because TV shows, I feel...
I mean, we have Supergirl. Supergirl is a thing.
Supergirl's
And nobody's
already
watching
got
it.
That's the thing, is that Supergirl is not... We're not the target audience for Supergirl.
Okay.
Supergirl is meant for the girls and, like, the moms who've never felt like they could be included in this. And that's where, like, I had that knee-jerk reaction of, this is going to be fucking awful, this is nothing... like anything like the Supergirl comics or anything, it looks dumb.
Supergirl's
but then,
Have you seen it?
like,
No, I'm talking about the character.
Oh, the comic character is fine. I'm fine with Supergirl.
but like a lot of reactions and comments I saw were like, can't wait to watch this like with my sister or my daughter or my aunt or anything. And I started to understand, this isn't for me. This is for the girls who watch Ugly Betty and didn't think they could watch Smallville.
Right.
So I give them that. I give them that. So with TV shows, I think we're already fatigued with fucking Arrow, which is an awful show. I've heard Flash is actually really good.
I watched the first episode. I liked it.
Of Arrow?
Flash.
Oh, Flash.
I've never
Yeah,
watched
I've
Arrow
heard-
and I've never watched Gotham.
I heard Flash is really good. I watched the first 3 episodes of Gotham and thought it was awful. And if you can hear that,
Like us in the comments.
and subscribe to our channel. I lost my train of thought here.
We were talking about Gotham.
Yeah, Gotham was
terrible.
awful. Daredevil was a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Which is an expression I like to use a lot, describing
And
really
we're
good.
all praying Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and
Will be
Iron
good.
Fist are going to be good.
I have confidence in Iron Fist, actually. I don't know how I feel about Jessica Jones. Particularly because I do like the actress who's set to play her. She played Jane in Breaking Bad. But I don't know if she's actually really the best fit for that character. So it's much like putting Peter Dinklage in X-Men Days of Futures Past.
He was good in that.
He was good, but it was like I still don't really think he fit the character, and he was sort of his whole role in that was sort of pointless. So
I'm just praying that the Luke Cage TV show is good because Luke Cage is one of my favorite superheroes.
yeah, and then let's we've been talking about Marvel a lot, but let's direct it over to DC.
Well, DC's also part of the problem.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's-
in terms of just
They're
churning out superhero movies.
Yeah, and like
every year.
I think the reboots are the main problem here. I don't understand why they couldn't have gotten Christian Bale to come back and keep it all still in the same universe.
Well, you have to think Christian Bale is like the actor's actor, so it would be kind of hard to get him for like a bunch of movies. It's like Edward Norton.
Yeah, that's
Edward
true.
Norton's always off doing other movies, like how he was in Birdman.
Yeah,
So it'd be
his
really hard to
pretentious
get him for a
films.
Dude, I
franchise.
love him in Birdman.
Birdman's so
Birdman was
perfect.
great.
Birdman is.
I'm gonna go home and watch Guardians of the Galaxy and Birdman today.
At
And
the
then-
same time.
So it's like you can't really get Christian Bale to sign off on that, but you can
Yeah.
get Ben Affleck to do it.
Yeah, you can. He's
'Cause
not really
Ben
doing
Affleck-
anything anymore.
Ben Affleck does a lot of stuff, but it's always like it's spread out.
Yeah.
Like imagine if you
He
were
does he does big things, but they're always like within like a couple of years of each other. You know,
Like
he-
Argo.
yeah,
Argo.
Argo's
Like,
so
Argo's-
good.
Yeah, I really liked Argo. I really liked his directing. And here's my problem with Ben Affleck. I really like his directing. I really liked The Town. I really liked Argo. But does he need to keep casting himself as the fucking title character? Because you know what, Ben Affleck? I love you as a director and as someone who's a wannabe director. I totally love your direction. But you are an awful fucking actor.
Shots fired.
even in the Kevin Smith movies.
Oh, yeah. Especially in the Kevin Smith movies.
Well, everyone's kind of a terrible actor in those.
Exactly, but that's not what makes those movies good. It's the dialogue.
One of my favorite stories, just on a little off-topic thing, for Dogma, Kevin Smith went to a Jason Mewes and was like, hey, make sure that you get your lines down because Alan Rickman's going to be here, and you don't want to look stupid in front of him.
Yeah.
And then Jason Mewes memorized every piece of dialogue in the whole movie to make sure that he didn't upset, as he said, that Rickman dude.
That's awesome. But I think we're definitely going to get a fatigue once more of the DC Universe movies come out.
Yeah.
Because then it's going to be like literally, we joke about like, oh yeah, every other month there's a new like superhero movie, but really it's only like 3 a year.
Right.
But we're going to get to the point where it's going to be literally 6 movies a year. of
Yeah.
either Marvel or DC.
Like 2 Marvel movies a year. DC's probably going to.
And I know people are definitely getting Spider-Man fatigue from the general audience who doesn't really care about Spider-Man or anything. They're like, enough with rebooting fucking Spider-Man.
Because
Enough.
again, Spider-Man 1 was good.
But I need to
Spider-Man 2
know
was
how
amazing.
Uncle Ben dies.
Spider-Man 2 is fucking amazing. Spider-Man 3 is horrid.
Spider-Man 3 is crap. And then Amazing Spider-Man 1, okay. Amazing Spider-Man 2, no.
No.
He likes
so
it.
I liked it.
He doesn't have a stone thing, so.
yeah. Well, so does Ricky, but even Ricky like hated Gwen
I
Stacy.
liked Amazing Spider-Man 2 was good eye candy. Like, it was really pretty to watch.
Here's my problem with your statement, Daniel.
You don't like eye candy movies?
Elias doesn't play Spider-Man.
Here's the thing. Elias Rose, our good friend, does not play Spider-Man in these new Spider-Man movies.
That's
the other problem.
Elias is Spider-Man.
The other problem I have here is a lot of us complain like, "Oh, these movies suck and all this stuff," but they're great eye candy, so let's go see it anyway. Vote with your fucking wallet. If you don't approve of, hollow stories and just eye candy,
Right.
don't fucking see the movie.
I went to see Fantastic Four just because it was already bombing, so I'm like, my ticket won't mean anything.
Exactly.
That movie was awful.
Yeah. So I think we should wrap it up. Do we have any closing thoughts on the matter?
Just like...
Are
just
we
be-
tired? Like, are we tired of superhero movies?
I'm going to get there soon. I think
I'm still enjoying them.
I'm still enjoying them as someone who has been raised as a comic book nerd. Like, yeah, Spider-Man's been rebooted a second time, but, I'm interested to see how this new kid plays the character. I'm interested to see how he interacts with the Avengers.
I'm going to paraphrase what Movie Bob said. Mm-hmm. You're talking about superhero fatigue, but have you seen how many movies there are of teenage girls in dystopias?
Right. Huh.
The Host, Divergent,
Yeah.
The Mortal Instruments,
Well, just like those sort
Hunger
of...
Games.
Those as well, but also a good one, which is so weird because I remember seeing the trailer for the first movie of the series, and I thought it looked awful. The Maze Runner is sort of like that. It's not a female lead, but it's
Just
sort of
like
like
this
that
dystopian teenager.
teen dystopia. But I saw the trailer for the new Maze Runner,
Looks good.
and it looks really good. Weirdly, I was like, huh.
The books, honestly, the Maze Runner books are good. They're a good.
Yeah,
if you like dystopia books, the Maze Runner books are great.
And here's I really like, and here's another example of something that hit it so fucking well.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of people copied it. Hunger Games hit it so fucking well.
I didn't like the first one. I thought the second one was great.
The first one was okay, but I can understand why so many people liked it,
Yeah.
But like it hit so well that like we started getting Divergent and then the Maze
Mortal
Runner and
Instruments.
then and I don't understand how people can't see that Divergent is a direct ripoff of the Hunger Games.
It is. It's
It is.
direct.
The book is
And
also
I also
a
don't
direct
like
ripoff.
I don't like
It's just
Shailene.
I think what?
What's her name? Shailene Woodley or whatever, the female lead in
actress.
those.
Yeah.
She's an awful actress. I saw
Like-
her in that and The Fault in Our Stars. She's not.
You didn't
good.
like her in The Fault in Our Stars?
I liked the movie as a whole. I still think she's an awful actress.
Clap sound of our heart.
I just remember, shout out to the little sister of a good friend of ours, Eva Moody. I remember after she went to go see Divergent, she went to me in a
Fit of tears.
no, not in a fit of tears. I used to live with the Moody's for a year, and when Divergent came out, she's like, "It's the best movie ever." And I was like, "Oh, Eva, you're 11."
So 11.
So I
Really?
think that's yeah.
It all
your
just-
last thoughts.
It all comes from Harry Potter, really. Just like
Well, let's
Wait.
let's reel it back to superhero.
okay,
If we want to talk about dystopian,
this can be
movies,
another topic.
We
maybe.
can save this topic for later. Any closing thoughts on the superhero movie or superhero fatigue in general?
As long as it keeps going till Black Panther, I'm happy because I just need my Black Panther movie.
I don't think I'm tired yet.
Okay.
I think I can.
And I'm in the same boat, but I know I'm going to get there soon because we've dealt with a lot of shit already.
Yeah.
If the quality stays
exactly.
as high as Captain America 2
Yeah.
or The Dark Knight, then I will allow it.
I'm tired of like the big ones like Infinity War and Avengers Age of Ultron. Like I'm tired of those, but I'm really excited for Doctor Strange, Black Panther, like those
Captain
kind of
Marvel.
movies.
The
Those
solo movies are going to be good.
I'm kind of tired of the big event stuff. Like I don't.
Big
need
event
it.
stuff is easy to get tired of because you got to fit so much into a 2.5 hour thing.
You know what I think would actually be kind of cool? If like they took like the Netflix TV series and did like an anthology film, like what they did with Sin City.
Yep.
So it was like some of this movie's about Daredevil, some of it's about Power Man, some of it's about Luke Cage, and then just Moon Knight.
we gotta wrap up here, okay? So, yeah, I'm in the same boat with Daniel. I'm not tired yet, but I'm close. And that was today's episode of Talking Shit.
It was a long episode.
Daniel brought in the topic of superhero fatigue. Thank you for joining us here today. And as always, I am your host, Barrett Courtney. I'm the ringleader of BZG. And here joining with me is one of the great co-hosts and even better friends, Henry Montiero. And this week, we have a special guest, the wannabe Bruno Mars, Daniel Fielding. And what do you think about the topic so far? Are you feeling superhero fatigue? You can leave your thoughts in the comments below. Did you like our thoughts? You can click that share button, share with your friends, and you can also like the video, subscribe to our channel to check out more content on what we feel about superhero stuff and all that good stuff. If you want more BCG content, you can also check out twitch.tv/baiazonagamers, and you can also look us up on SoundCloud. I don't know the link or description or whatever, but it'll probably be below in the description, the link to SoundCloud. So you can check that out as well. And if you want to keep up to date with what BCG is doing, whether or not we're doing a full week of Let's Plays or whatever, you can always find us on Twitter at baiazonagamers. You can find me personally at Banandlerchong, and you can find Henry personally at Henrysaurus. And if you want to tweet at Ricky as well, who's sick this week, you can also tweet at him at Baldazan96. Daniel does not have a Twitter.
Because he is a basic bitch.
I'm just going to pass over. Daniel does not have a Twitter. Basic bitch. So thank you so much for joining us today. And until next time, have a great day full of shit talking. And I don't know, what should they have a great day full of today?
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
I just want a Moon Knight show.
A Moon Knight show would be pretty fucking awesome. Yeah. I ship it.